Jeffrey hates the alpha males he sees at the gym and on sports pitches. They're just projecting. They all have small dicks. They're making me feel uncomfortable. Jeffrey's a little bitch. Younger Hamza felt weak, submissive. He'd get so shy around strong men, and he got along better with girls than with guys. Adonis. Adonis is the, how do you say that word, bro? Epitome. That's not epitome of masculinity. The prime example of a strong leader. That's why all men respect him and all women crave him. Seriously, do this. Really close your eyes and think to yourself right now, how many strong masculine men have helped raise you? Maybe a couple. Now think about how many women raised you. Family, friends, teachers. That is why you're struggling. We're going to do something different today. Instead of me telling you a story from my life, I'm going to tell you the story of the majority of boys. They start off with parents who aren't connected to their community or a religion. The young boy barely sees his father, he comes home late, and then he sees his parents argue. The boy gets sent to school where he's raised by an obese female teacher who shouts at him for rough, adventurous play. He sees the girls in class being rewarded for sitting quietly, cooperating and sharing. When he's masculine, he's punished. When he's feminine, he's rewarded. So he learns that femininity is the way. Until the late teenage years, where he sees the ultra masculine boys attracting all of the girls. And this boy's left wondering why. Why are all these girls attracted to this asshole? That's the guy that they've always said to not be like. And so he struggles. He tries so hard to become friends with the girls that he's attracted to, but he always gets called weird or a creep. And so he gets his need of intimacy by porn and misogyny. He dislikes women. He hates women now. Doesn't that sound familiar? Now I'm going to say something important. Hating women is not the answer. Holding resentment is not the answer. You either get better or you get bitter, and you choose. And if you've chosen to get better, then congratulations, today you're slightly less of a little bitch. I don't like it when big YouTubers leave you without telling you exactly what to do. So you're gonna learn the actual autistic level steps. Because that story I just told you is relatable and motivational, but it's not really gonna help you get away from that life. But first, let me tell you another story of a different young boy. From birth, this young boy sees his parents fit together so well. This love and this happiness, and not only does he see that in himself, but he sees it in his parents giving it to each other. His parents are part of a community, and his father teaches him how to be a man whilst he's still a boy. He leads the class, he always shoots his hand up to volunteer to be the team captain, he plays sports, and he looks after his friends. He learns how to flirt and love women in a healthy way by looking at his parents. He watches his father lead and look after his mother, and he watches his mother support and comfort his father. And so when this boy grows up and begins dating, like sure, there is some teenage awkwardness, but he does a lot better. That's because he knows how to polarize women. He's been created into a masculine young man. So you probably understand the modern issue that we're coming across. Women are more masculine than they should be, and men are more feminine than they should be. And when this is the case, when we become closer together, like equal and the same, and the big movements that's been, men and women are the same. There's no polarization. There's no need for each other. Opposites attract, and now we've just become the same side of the magnet that repels each other, because men generally, yes, everyone's gonna get offended, men generally aren't attracted to masculine women, and women generally aren't attracted to feminine men. And so to get what you want in life, you have to increase your masculine traits, and we can break that down into the 3 P's of masculinity: protect, procreate, and provide. Now, before we get into them, I just want you to pause the video and read this paragraph from The Art of Manliness. Now let's go over the 3 P's of masculinity in a no bullshit way. Protect. What would you need to protect your family from danger? You would need physical size and strength, and your body weight is actually very important here. So for this one, lift weights and bulk up. You'd also need some kind of fighting training, so martial arts, and get fit. Finally, you'd need strong mental power. You'd need courage and mindfulness. Improve your mental health with meditation. Procreate. So procreate means to to reproduce. You can become eligible for procreation if you first improve your physical attractiveness. This is probably the most important thing right now in the modern world, where we base our relationships of Instagram and specifically Tinder pictures. However attractive your Tinder pictures are mostly determines how much relationship potential you're going to have in this world. Although yes, of course, it should be with your personality. It's just the way it is. If you have good Tinder pictures, you're going to get an incredible amount of options. So for physical attractiveness, get into looks maxing. It's like a whole community online. Build your aesthetic body. I've made 7 workout routines that are specifically designed to make you look more attractive, and you can find them in the description. To procreate, you also need to know how to talk to women, and you should dip your toes. I know it's a bit cringy, but dip your toes into the pickup artist, game, red pill kind of stuff. But the best side of this is social skills. Learn great social skills. If you are very socially calibrated, you will have no trouble getting women. And finally, to procreate, you'll need good sexual health. This comes from testosterone and mental health. To improve your testosterone, don't overthink it. Just get enough sleep, vitamin D from the sun, have some kind of community, have some challenges, have a good clean diet. Your sexual health is largely based on your own mental health. So again, meditate. And finally, the third P of masculinity is to provide. And that's like having control and ownership of resources. You get resources in this modern world, and resources means like money, control, and power when you build up specialized skills. So whatever you're passionate about, you can now make a living off whatever it is. Like, you don't have to go through the conventional stupid Asian parents telling you to become a doctor. If you are passionate about wearing clown shoes, if you get really good in that and you get like a skill of clown shoes where you can tell which one's the best and you can source them, you'll get a great amount of power and control and resources from that. Whatever your passions are now, there's no specific criteria for this. Just whatever you're passionate about, get good at that thing. Read books on the subject, level up, practice, teach other people, and then eventually you'll either get a great job from the skill that you've been learning, or you can put it online and you can start making YouTube videos on the best clown shoes. And after 1 to 2 years, you'll be known, like your name will be like famous in this space. And the second part of providing is that you need control and ownership of those resources. Because who do you think is going to provide for their families better? The farm boy or the farm owner? And in the modern day, you need to specifically own the business. Now, this can take decades. Don't drive for Uber. Be the one who created the app. Don't sell on eBay. Be the one who's profiting 10% commission from every sale. Don't be a YouTuber. Be the one who codes the next social media platform. Now, most YouTubers will leave it there, like with motivation, like, oh, create the next YouTube. That's kind of like, although it sounds good advice and it's motivational and it's probably inspiration and stuff, but it's like, it's stupid ass advice. Like, you're not going to take any action straight after this video. Like, okay, Hamza, I'll just make the next YouTube. So I'm going to give you even more autistic level practical advice. You have to understand that in the modern world, nothing is safe. You've got a fantastic career. You're so happy and so grateful. You can get fired. You'll get replaced by an Asian. You're doing really, really well on YouTube, or you get demonetized. Nothing is completely safe, especially with cancel culture. So you have to make sure you get as much control and power as possible. So for example, in your career, you should be the one who takes responsibility to learn how to do the hard, uncomfortable tasks. The more uncomfortable and the harder the task is, the bigger gap there is. Like, there's such a huge learning curve that most people will never do that. That means that you become how'd you say that word? You become irreplaceable. If you're a YouTuber or you have a business on Instagram, or if you're a pedophile on TikTok, you can collect people's emails. Don't rely on subscribers or followers. That's bullshit. Subscribers and followers will be taken away from you if cancel culture or the YouTube demonetization kicks. Emails can't really be taken away from you, especially not from YouTube. There has to be like a very, very Supreme Court kind of action for people to take the emails from your list. And if you didn't know, in a social media business, the real way to make money isn't through YouTube or TikTok or anything. It's collecting people's emails and then selling to those emails.
What inspired you to
gather your audience's email addresses?
Money!
And every email that you have, I have about 28,000, 30,000. Most marketers say it will be about $1 per month. If you collect 100 emails in a specific niche, you'll make about $100 per month. If you collect 28,000 emails, you'll make about $28,000 per month. I thought that was BS, because when my email count started going up, I was like, hey, no way I could make like $13,000 yet. It's completely accurate. I'm so surprised of how accurate it is. Click on this video to learn more now. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.